What is up, everybody? Supreme Kyle here. Today I have a special video for you guys unboxing a 1000% Bearbrick here. I've been waiting for this Bearbrick for over a month, so let's get right into the unboxing here. Alright guys, so here we are. Have this huge box. This 1000% Bearbrick is about 27.5 inches. Let's start just opening it. I basically bought this off of StockX. This came in this giant plastic wrap, as well as this giant box here. I think these probably do come sealed when you actually probably first buy them in this plastic wrap, I'm assuming. I guess from StockX, they probably actually look at these, that they're probably going to actually just kind of keep it open, I'm guessing. Let's get the wrap off here. And you can kind of see this box is just amazing looking. And again, it is just huge on the size comparison here. If you've ever seen, 400% Bearbrick or 100% Bearbrick, this box is just, incredibly big. And, you can obviously just kind of see all the art on the side of this. I mean, I'm sure some people actually do display the boxes, and whatnot on here as well. So let's open this right up. So you kind of just open it from the top here. And basically on the inside, you'll just see all the styrofoam. And then I have this big ass StockX sticker on here as well, since I bought it from StockX. So I think the best way for me to open this is probably going to be just to, lie it down, I'm guessing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I haven't seen it yet, so this is my first time actually opening it. I'm very excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Hopefully it's not like cracked or anything like that in shipping. So I think it'll be all right though. So let's just try to, let's try to open this. Maybe I just put it on. Okay, maybe I just put it on its head or something. All right. This is not as planned, but it's okay. It's okay. We are a trained professional here. Okay. So that was easy. All right. So let's put this box over here for a second. So here we go. You just have the styrofoam here, and let's remove that. Oh, and I have it upside down. Okay, so let me actually flip this. Again, not on the script, but sometimes you just gotta improvise. Okay. All right, so let's remove the styrofoam here. And oh my gosh, okay, don't fall out here. Don't fall out. So, okay. So you have just two giant pieces of styrofoam here covering this thing, as well as some more like plastic wrap again. So again, this is my first time even seeing this, and I think it just looks incredible already. Let's peel off the plastic wrap. All right, oh my gosh, and just the colors of this thing and like the gloss finish is crazy. I'm not sure if the camera can kind of pick this up, but oh my gosh, and it's way bigger than I even thought it was going to be here. This thing just, okay, here we are, and we're moving the arms and whatnot. But look at this thing. It's crazy looking for just a piece of art in your home and being able to just display it. So I think I'm gonna transfer this to my table here, so we'll be there in a second. All right, guys, so getting into more of the details here of this Bearbrick. This is a 1000%, so it's about 27.5 inches. Bearbrick also makes two other sizes, a 400% and a 100%. So I have the 400 and 100% here for comparison. I have the Phase Bearbrick, so he is the 400%. He's about 11 inches. And I have the 100% here, which I believe is 2.75 inches. So pretty small compared to this guy here. And then you even have the box here as well, which is very small compared to this box, just to give you kind of a size, comparison on here. This 1000% is huge because you're not only getting like kind of the height, from these pieces, you're also kind of getting the width, I believe, as well. So that's why these pieces are, so much larger than this guy is. So this Bearbrick released in late 2019, I think for around somewhere in the $600 range. It's hard to kind of get an exact, retail price on this, but I think somewhere in that. It's made by Medicom Toy, who's based in Tokyo, Japan. So it is a bit tricky to actually buy these. Most of the times you're probably gonna have to buy it on a resale site, but there are some different, English sites that actually do kind of sell these. I think they ship them from Japan, or they just kind of get them from Japan. And then kind of ship them. So if you do plan on kind of getting one of these, you're probably either going to have to pay resale. Some of them are actually, pretty reasonably priced. You can get some of the thousands for about, give or take $600. in that range. So, some of them are reasonably priced, like I said. But for the most part, if you are buying from one of these, Japanese English sites, you usually do have to kind of pre-order these well in advance. Usually like 6, 7 months in advance to be able to get some different ones for retail. And again, it's all kind of based on the hype. Some of these that sell out very fast, will be harder to get than, some of the other ones that aren't, as hyped up on there. This was just a collaboration between Bearbrick and the Andy Warhol Foundation. Obviously, this Andy Warhol painting is based on the Mona Lisa, which was first painted, I believe, in 1503 by Leonardo da Vinci. So it's kind of crazy that 500 years later, we're talking about, his painting still, probably the most famous painting of all time here. And I believe Andy Warhol actually painted this in 1963. You're basically just kind of seeing, Mona Lisa, several times throughout this Bearbrick in kind of a multicolor. The actual painting, obviously they're all kind of like straight and, some of them are like a cross. But you have kind of all these different colors. You have pink, you have blue, you have yellow, you have black throughout. And I believe the actual painting sold recently in 2015 for $56 million, which is just insane. For a painting, that's probably not, much bigger than this, thing even is. But for some of the pricing on this right now, for this Bearbrick, you're probably looking at about $1,500 in that range. I think that, recently one sold for $1,380. The lowest bid I believe is $1,700, and the lowest ask I believe is around $2,500. So obviously these can vary a lot. It's basically kind of the art market. It goes up, it goes down. So I think it's very important to make sure you actually enjoy these pieces and to be able to kind of display them, because again, the market goes up, the market goes down, depending on what's in style and what's not. So that's very important to remember there. All right, so more of an overview of this actual piece here. You can kind of just see, again, Mona Lisa pattern, throughout in a few different colors. Again, this Bearbrick stands at 27.5 inches tall. Obviously the box is also, very large, so you definitely need a decent sized place to be able to, display this. You can move the arms, which is one thing I like on these. Kind of sounds like you're going on a roller coaster to me. And I think it's always nerve-wracking the first time you actually do that to make sure you kind of don't break these. But you can move the arms up and down. Nothing else too crazy. Again, it's definitely a pretty loud print here. I'm not sure if this is an actual thing, whether each one's actually unique. I know on the StockX site I'll try to post a picture of what this looks like on there. But it does look different, so I'm not sure if each one is a little bit different in the actual print and the actual style of where these Mona Lisas are and which colors you actually end up getting, because this one was definitely different than what I saw on StockX. But if that's true, I think that's definitely a nice touch, because you can kind of get basically your own unique one. It's basically a one-of-one for you, which would definitely be pretty cool, or at least it's a little bit more different than the other ones that people have. So I think some people don't know too much about Bearbricks. There really isn't a ton of openings and reviews on YouTube. There's some here and there, and some of them are good, some of them are okay. But just in general, Bearbricks are kind of just a piece of art to me. I mean, they're basically just kind of a giant toy. Obviously, again, you can get different sizes and whatnot, but to me, it's kind of just a piece of art to be able to display. Obviously, not everyone's, going to understand what these are. For a long time, I had kind of no idea what they are, and then I started collecting the Cause and the Supreme and everything else, and then, look at me here collecting, this giant Bearbrick to be able to display. So I think for some people it's going to take some time, but to me it's kind of a piece of art to be able to display, enjoy, and if it has value, great. If not, then whatever. I basically enjoyed that piece. I think that's probably the most important thing with these. But I think as more and more people start understanding what these are and appreciating them, and they do more collaborations and whatnot, I think basically more people will kind of jump on this hype train of Bearbrick, and prices will probably go up, I'm sure, or they'll probably just end up making more of these. Hopefully just the prices go up and they keep them more limited. I think that would be probably the best strategy there. But I think Bearbricks in general, very cool. I think it's probably more reasonable to get the 400% than it is the 1000%. I know these probably start in the $600 range for most of them and go up to, I think some of them even go up to $30,000 for the Coco Chanel one. It has I think an ask of, or a bid of $30,000, the lowest ask like $50,000. There's also some Cause and Vape ones that go for upwards of $10,000. I'll try to list some pictures below that I can kind of find there. But yeah, I think it's probably more reasonable to get a 400% or the 100%. Usually they have those kind of in sets together, so that's probably more reasonable for kind of a starter set, or to be able to kind of display on your desk. and whatnot. They're really cool pieces for that. Versus these 1000%, I think it's probably more for, you know, someone that has the money to spend or is more of a serious collector to kind of get more into these. So I think generally kind of speaking here on, you know, the different resale prices of Bearbricks, again, I think most of them will probably go up over time, at least more of the, you know, desirable colorways. Obviously Babe Cause and, you know, kind of those, you know, crazy collabs that they've done have gone, you know, crazy in prices. So those are definitely some different places you can kind of invest in, or kind of try to find more of the niche Bearbricks, which are also, you know, pretty good to look at as well. But I think just in general, Bearbricks are definitely on the rise. So again, you can kind of start small with the 400 and 100% collections and then kind of work your way up to the big 1000. I mean, to me, this piece is just insane looking. I love the gloss finish. It's great to display. And again, the colors on, you know, this specific one are just incredible. Way better in person. You know, it's very hard to describe this. I'll try to have some, you know, B-roll footage for you guys on the overlay to show you just some of the more of the details of this piece. But, you know, it's really just incredible. And, you know, I was definitely pleased that it finally got here after a month. Again, I got it on StockX. Sometimes it can take some time to verify it when, you know, the seller has to ship it to them. They have to, you know, authenticate it and then ship it to you. It can definitely take some time, but I like that process just so I know it's authentic. You know, someone has looked at it and whatnot, you know, so even if it takes a bit more time, you know, I'm more comfortable with that. So that just about wraps up the review here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos. I have a lot of videos on collectibles, whether that's Cause, Supreme, all the way to, you know, Pokemon, as well as some COD gameplay. So a little bit of everything on there. So make sure you check that out. And again, if you did enjoy the content, again, leave me a like and subscribe. That really helps. So until next time, guys, peace.